Greetings, young Portal Master. I have been waiting for you. I am Eon, your guide in this world. But where are you?
Wowzers, look at all these balloons leaving. Parking's gonna be a snap.
They're not just leaving, they're evacuating. Something is terribly wrong.
Oh, well, that explains the flying rock.
Now.
Whoa!
We heard the Skylanders were all gone, but it's great to see you're here. That main road was destroyed, and now the townsfolk are all trapped inside. It's very dangerous. Taking down that wall seems like it might help. Maybe that old cannon will work.
Use the action button.
I get it. I've played the tutorial before, Jan.
The Skylanders are back. Thank goodness.
Hey, you're a Skylander, aren't you? I didn't know you guys were here. We could really use your help.
He's got that phantom Rizzo.
Can you grab that key and get us out of here?
Get the key, young Portal Master. Use it to open the...
You know, this legendary treasure's always been... It's in a really hard to find spot. Like, who in their right mind would go back to that cannon just to fire it again after opening the gate? To get... Like, who thinks of that?
Your Skylander will need a key to open this.
Oh,
Need
I'm
more.
so glad the Skylanders are
More,
here.
more.
Hope there are more of you.
Xehanort.
We have a doodle of a
Getting
problem here. See, the bridge is out, and people are trapped on the other side of Turtle Gully.
Wrong game, we're not
Gosh, I hope
playing
they're okay.
Kingdom Hearts.
Blobbers over there can't move that turtle.
Hey, Blobbers.
Could you please help him?
By Pythagoras' theorem, you're a Skylander, aren't you?
I sure am.
Good thing you're here. I've got a big brain, but pretty puny muscles. I could use a powerful hero such as yourself to help me move this turtle.
Push the turtle to clear a path forward.
We are saved!
Hey down there! Name's Flynn. Hugo told me to meet you. Boy, you got here just in time. I can see what's causing this island to shatter. Come here and I'll show you. Use those bounce pads. They're super springy.
Alright, there we go. It's always weird when you have one viewer, because you never know if that's like YouTube showing you, like, do you count as a viewer? Because I think on Twitch you count as a viewer, but I'm not sure if you do on YouTube. Oh well, regardless. Doesn't really matter. Nope. I don't need to preview Chop Chop.
While the shape and size of portals vary, under the control of a
Yep, get knocked down. Through. I don't know why Wham Shell has a fedora. What even are Wham Shell's abilities? Mace. Bullet? Oh. Interesting.
You again.
Whoa, it's blobbers! Wow,
I
yay.
gladly escaped this raging tornado, except these monster gates are in my way. Monsters always stake out their territory by putting up these gates.
How
And these
convenient.
are particularly nasty little monsters too.
Yeah, it does suck that in Spyro's Adventure, at least,
I'll
you
be on
can't
the
skip
safe side, thank you.
cutscenes the
It
first
sure
time
beats
through.
being on the choppy side, which is where you are. But don't worry, these gates will open once all of the monsters have been defeated.
Yep.
So all you have to do is just get rid of all of the choppies in there, and everything should be just fine. Good luck.
Thank you, Blobbers. Does Wham Shell have a melee combo?
use your
He
attack
does.
buttons to defeat the chompies.
It's interesting how many Skylanders that are melee characters have like a hidden melee combo. There's only like Terrafin actually tells you that he has a combo in Spyro's Adventure. And like Stealth Elf, the game doesn't tell you she has a combo either, but she does have the upgrade that gives her combo routes, which is just
These are
weird.
elemental gates. Behind these
even though she has her
arches
standard
great treasures.
primary
But they
attack
can
combo
only be
from
opened
the
by a
start.
Skylander of the same
And the
element.
game's just like, hey, you learned
The
combos.
water gate can be opened by a water
It's weird,
Skylander.
whatever.
And the tech gate is, well, you know, by a tech champion.
Yes, yes, Blobbers.
I mean,
Thank you,
it's
thank
totally
you.
obvious, right?
See you in 9-ish chapters. Nope. That's... I don't actually know what hat I would put on in the show. I feel like most of them would look kind of bad on it. Oh. Pick Skylander for this one is Drill Sergeant. I probably should have made an overlay or something, but I didn't. So here we are. Who are the other elements? I guess we'll just have to find out when I get there. Drill Sergeant's going to be interesting. I know a lot of people really hate Drill Sergeant's pattern, but I always liked Drill Sergeant, at least the design. I think the rockets were fun. Like the reloading and how it actually takes a second, unlike Duke or something, or like Flame Slinger or Spyro, when you just kind of spam projectiles out.
The tornado.
This chest, and this should be the 2-star. I'm gonna go back later for all the speedrun challenges, because that's where, if a character is gonna die, it's gonna be at the speedrun. So I just saved all the speedrun stuff for you. And all of them. Yeah, realistically, with the Nuzlocke and stuff, I'm not going to be... Realistically, I shouldn't lose characters. Like, it shouldn't even be a risk until we get to the undead source areas.
As anyone could remember,
Oh,
Skylanders
just
was
play for real.
protected by the wisest and most powerful beings of all, the Portal Masters. And the greatest among them was Master Eon. He and his Skylanders protected the core of light.
Yeah, whatever, I'm not I don't know why I'm doing this, but we select the plane.
Yeah. So,
Perilous Pastures.
you see how I was able to hit that?
I did.
That takes years of practice and skill.
Well, I'm glad I have such a good pilot.
Amazing, right? Well, you can thank me later.
Yeah, the first few levels for Spyro's Adventures are kind of odd. The first level's a tutorial level, so it's like whatever. But they all have a bunch of like really
Different areas of Skylands have different
weirdly
elemental
located
energies.
objects,
When you
I'd
switch to
say.
using Skylanders
Specifically the
of
legendary
same
treasures in
element
the
that
first
area,
game.
they will have extra power and reap extra rewards.
Some of them are just in baffling
Skylanders of the
locations.
tech element are stronger in this zone.
This one always gets me. We'll come up here, because there's a Chompy Pod. Yeah, the Chompy Pod's up here. But then we also have to drop that. Yeah, like, we're early in the game. Nothing's really bad at this point. It's pretty... Skylanders isn't a particularly hard series, especially Spyro's Adventure. So I go down here. And there should be... Yep, there we go. What's up, you gods? here, a coffee pot, and I'm pretty sure there's a hat and a soul gem in this area. Oh, it's a chest, okay. Cool. Most of the early chests aren't actually worth anything. I mean, like, they give you some money, but compared to the chests later on in the game that give you hundreds of gold, it's just... oh, there was a hat up here. I thought so. I usually like to throw the cowboy hat on Trigger Happy. We don't have Trigger Happy as I text Skylander this run. And then we drop down to the soul gem. And there were 3 things in that object, in that area. Huh. Neat. And we get Stump Smash. Go through here. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to play these levels relatively fast, but there's only so fast you can do them. I'm definitely not gonna get the speedrun challenge. Any of them, I don't think. Over here, barrier. Yeah, sure, we can swap back to Double Trouble, why not? Ooh, story scroll, yay!
A note from Hugo says, sheep are among them.
I didn't know Double Trouble makes the sheep change colors. That's funny. Grab the key, come over here. Yes, this is another spot where it's like, I mean, okay, you can kind of see it, but if you switch to a life Skylander here, this is how you get to the legendary treasure. And it's just kind of a weird spot. Here's Stump Smash. You have too many things.
And control their own Skylander. Skylanders of the life element are stronger in this zone.
Congrats, you found Callie. Oh, that deals damage. Can I not go back this way? If I take the legendary treasure, I just can't? Put it away? No? Okay, I guess. We'll have to... I'll just replay it. If I do this... I wonder if that's the Ignitor, because I'm not sure if there are any enemies in it or not. Again, we'll see. Ignitor? Hey, Ignitor. Yeah, I missed a bunch of stuff though. We'll just replay the level real quick. Switch to a Wham shell so we can get the water gate, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna get the speed run thing this
Skylanders of
time,
the tech
but
element are
fine,
stronger
so
in this zone.
I doubt any of these levels I'm going to die on, even if I'm trying to speed run them. I mean, hell, the earliest levels I've died on the speed run is the tech areas, the trench warfare levels.
You can use the portal of power to change Skylanders at any time.
And even then, that was whenever I was doing cleanup stars for speedrun challenges. You don't even need to fight this guy. Hey, that does deal damage. Neat.
Skylanders of the magic element are stronger in this zone.
Yeah, you can just ignore these and just kill them. Cool. Drow don't really have good attacks, so you can just ignore them. Bonk. Rip. I wanted to bonk them. If only I could just drop down into that whirlpool.
Hello, Portal Master. A friend is most welcome to join us and control their own Skylander.
And then I can get this chest. And then we have to switch to Windchill. Wait, how does he?
Skylanders of the water element are stronger in this zone.
That's an interesting way to swim. Alright. I think Slam Bam probably has my favorite swimming animation, where he just surfs on ice. I just think that one's cool. Me when the children's game puzzles are too easy. Push this one back. But I can do this. Come up here and do the chest. Get the monies. Drop down. Do some diagonals. This. Get the pad. Cool. I do not. Push. Speed.
Skylanders of the magic element are stronger in this zone.
And I have to shake this hurdle. And that's basically the level. If I were to get the enemy goal, I can ignore those, I can go on the left. Since we got the enemy goal, we can actually just run straight into this turret. In later games like Giants, you have to clear the area first, but in this game, it just doesn't matter. Kinda wish Wham still had a movement ability, but whatever.
Wait, you're a Skylander.
Yes, I am now. Moving on. I'll have to go back to the speedrun star. Oh well. It's kind of expected. Oh, who do I talk to again? Flynn, probably. You talk to Flynn for like all of the early levels. No, I know what we have to do. We have to go over here for something.
Clear a path
Ramble for the far viewer. We can do this first though. There's no reason to not get this many, especially when you have 8 Skylanders. It's hard. there's not enough money in the game for to max out all 8 of them without going farm like chaos at the end. So this is just gonna help out for now. Oh hey, Drill Sergeant gets in. Exploding. Rainbow cleared. Yeet the sheep.
Say, listen. If
Yeah,
you're
we're not
looking for
doing any
adventure,
heroic challenges
you're
yet, Callie. We'll
Adventure takes
see.
a lot of preparation. If you or any of your Skylander friends need some training before heading out, I might have some challenges that will do the trick. Come and see me.
Okay, now I can talk. Right, now we go get the air elemental source, I think. Sky Schooner docks. No, now's the turret section. Worst level in the game, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, that's 2 for me. But who's counting? Oh, yeah, I am.
Schooner. Is this the turret level, or is this might be air? I don't know. It's been a minute.
All we need to do is find
No,
that
this is the turret level. I know why I remember Sky Schooner docks, because its enemy goal is notorious. Yeah, that is the reason. Oh, and it is also the turret level. Cool. Well, at least on the Skylander. I don't actually mind the turret segments if I'm tech. The hot air balloons are always weird on this section. Because, like, you could shoot these medallions that they drop, but they give you, like, 1 coin miss. So it's just like, what's the point, really? Like, I could go out of my way to not shoot them, but, like, who really cares? This is actually one of my least favorite levels in the game, just because, you know, the turret mechanics aren't particularly fun in this game, if I'm honest. And I don't know why the devs were so obsessed with them, when I actually really do enjoy, like, just killing things with my Skylanders. I don't know. There we go. Gate 1 now. I wonder if I can... Oh. Trigger Happy can shoot over that. Nice. And then I believe there's an undead gate over here. Yep. And for this run, the undead Skylander is Cynder.
No rest for the wicked.
I already know how to play Cynder. I actually do really enjoy Cynder's moveset in this game. She's just kind of fun. I mean, it's mainly her dash. I just like the dash, yeah. I do prefer having Giant. A neat detail in Giants that I'm actually a pretty big fan of is how Giants open chests faster. And honestly, I kind of just wish chests open faster in general, especially when you're doing like these 100% runs. I can take damage, it's really not a big deal. I'm still not in any danger whatsoever until like a lot later in the game. Take this. Food. Over here, bounce pad. There we go. And hat. Cool. Nope. Teleporter. And we are free. I believe this is a tech zone still.
Skylanders is a Technicians are stronger in this zone.
And time for another one. I see that Sonic Boom Soul Gem. They really didn't hide it in this level. That's kind of the funny thing about Spyro's adventures, and to a lesser extent Giants. The areas that collectibles are in are often pretty small, and the collectibles are basically always just off on a random side path. Like, you take 5 steps and it's like, here's a chest. I mean, hell, some of them are just like directly in the path, especially when you get to Treetop Terrace. Every single chest or item is literally just, yeah, you know, it's right there off the side path. You take 1 step and you can get it. Heavy airship time, woo, yay! I don't even worry about dying. Realistically, you're not going to. Air element. Well, I guess we'll switch to our inner Skylander, which is lightning element.
Stronger.
I don't actually know what Lightning Rod does. This is a Skylander, like, just got on actually. So he throws a lightning bolt, and then he brings lightning bolt. And we got lightning bolt. Yeah, I don't care. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, Lightning Rod's kinda cool, actually.
For as long as anyone can remember,
Yeah, that works. So I can just come over here then and just... Yeah, okay. Oh, those go through the... Okay, fair enough. Don't forget the Soul Gem. Alright, 2 Skylanders left for this run. It's to be revealed. My Earth Skylander is everybody's favorite. Or no one's favorite. I don't know. Bash is... I don't really know anyone that's like, yeah, Bash is my favorite. I don't even remember what Bash does, because he's like the Earth Dragon. He has... Tail attack. It's like a 3... Oh, he spin. Oh, you like stop moving. That's... Ooh, that's a movement ability. For sure. Oh, that's a hell of a movement ability. Okay. Oh, he hits hard. Alright. My dog. Well, not really my dog, it's the family's dog. I don't like that one. We gotta drop down here. Get the Salty Pod. Yeah, hitting for 40 unupgraded. That's a lot. Got the jester hat. No, I don't want to wear it. Drop it on here. Go to the other hidden trophy pod and do this. Bash it so hard. And I thought Sonic Boom hit hard. Well, to be fair, Sonic Boom can do her shout while moving. He doesn't have to stand still.
Skylanders of the air element.
This roll is pretty cool too, though. He zoomed. Hey, Persephone. Yeah, alright, let's switch back to Lightning Rod.
Loose on lightning!
I kind of like how you can move around before you get animation locked. That's pretty cool. Like right here, you can still move at that point. And you'd think you'd want to go that way, but actually, we need to go this way. Yeah, that works. Let's grab the boots. Cool. That should be enemy goal. I think I collected everything. Now we just need to destroy the last two airships, and then we get the one color. Yeah. Yep, all areas found. There we go. Yeah, so for the airships, I just like freeze tank the damage. Just kill them. Because, like, who's gonna stop me? They don't deal nearly enough damage to me, like, need to shoot their cannonballs like the other ships out of the air. Come on. There we go. Golden propeller has been found. And yep, got everything. I never enjoy replaying that level, but here we are, and we'll have to do it later. Yep, now we got Persephone, but we're supposed to talk to Persephone. Yeah, sure. I don't have enough money on it anymore yet. Get upgrades. Cool, back to Flynn. I think Lightning Rod's cool on this figure. For like the bottom half of this figure is just the air elemental base. Pretty cool.
Boom! Oh, it's got a fuel-injected crocagator of
Yes, yes. I know.
Capacitor. Oh yeah. I am so good. I did it all myself. Even had a few parts left over. Are you ready to go, Chief?
I sure am. All right. Yeah, so most of the Skylanders I'm using for this run, I actually haven't used much. I mean, most of them I got like today or a couple days ago. For cheap. Gen 1 Skylanders are not very expensive, even though a lot of these are. Like my Cynders from the old Walmart Giant Starter Kit, my Double Trouble Series 2, my Eruptor Series 3, my Lightning Rod is Series 2. But I mean, I was able to find Series 1 Stump Smash and Shell and Bash. That's nice. Because at some point I do just want to have a full collection of all of the Series 1 Skylanders with different base. I don't know, I just think it would be cool. Ow, that dealt no damage, how could you? Like, hey, Stump Smash, come out.
Time to branch out.
Yeah, I remember. I know this area. Because this one has the weird spot for the enemy goal. I don't know why there's a teleporter there. Like, it just brings you back down. You could just fall off the side. Oh. Only the devs will know, I suppose. It's just one of those things, like, what's the point? But yeah, I need to go down this way, because there's some drone and a tank. Oh. Oh, yeah. Nope, just some drone. Still need to come this way for the main goal, though. Yeah, so like I could just jump off the side, or I could take this teleporter that also brings me down to the side. And then hat. Ooh, I got a fez. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Stump Smash looks so goofy.
Skylanders of the magic element.
Yeah, sure, we'll switch. I'm no trouble. Boo 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 boo. I just run through these anyway, because like, they give you food, it's whatever. I'm just making sure. The enemy goal on this map is a bit annoying, because somewhere there are champions and enemies. And it's really easy to miss the enemy goal with that. Behold how difficult Double Trouble is to play. You summon a thing before the fight, and then you just hold attack. And then eventually they die. It's very skillful gameplay. Can you stop throwing chakrams? Come back out, Lightning Rod. I think I know which gate this is. This is the one that has like 100 bounce packs, which is a little annoying.
Skylanders of the air element are stronger in this.
But it's ultimately not that big of a deal. Yeah, this wall's breakable right there, but it's just a couple coins, so it is not worth it, honestly. Wow, I'm bad. Can you? Nope, there's an invisible wall there. Okay. Yeah, this bomb does nothing. But I need to still make it all the way around. Button and get to like this. Not fail this completely. Alright, button. Now we got the bomb. We can get the hat. Yeah, yeet. Do I need a second bomb for this area? No, each does not fail parkour. Okay. Hat obtained. Wait, there was a chest. I completely missed that.
Skylanders of the magic element are stronger.
There you go, bring you back. Bring you on. Wait. It was just right there and I missed it. That really is just how Spyro's Adventure and Giants type things then. Just like barely off camera.
Are stronger in this zone.
Well, we can update. I think upstairs too. Was it? I don't know. We'll see. No, I have. And then come on. Come on. There we go.
Skylanders of the magic element are stronger in
You know
this
what?
zone.
I'm frozen your skill. Okay, so the Chompy starts spawning here. Yep. I hate this part so much, it's so easy to miss the end of the goal. It's so dumb. Terrible. But here we are. Then Chompy is Yee Skylanders. Unless you mean which Skylanders am I using this run, in which case I'm using Double Trouble, Lamshell, Cynder, Bash, Drill Sergeant, Stump Smash, and Eruptor. For this one. I should probably make a display for the screen for that, but maybe next time. I only just got my yeah, it's a Nuzlocke. I already did it with a different set, and I'm gonna do it with all 32 Skylanders from Spyro's Adventure. and I might do Giants after that. I don't know. I played a bit of Giants, and Giants isn't just hard, it's borderline unfair at points, even on hard mode. Just some of the enemy hitboxes and some of the late game levels with the enemy combinations they throw at you. We'll see. But first I plan, this is the second Nuzlocke I've done for Spyro's Adventure. The first one I have on the side of me was Spyro, Trigger Happy, Ghost Coaster, Terrafin, Gill, Grunt, Sunburn, Sonic Boom, Spellfelt. It's a 100% Nuzlocke too, so I realistically, I can't have most of the roster die until the end game, but Spyro's Adventure is easy enough so that most deaths happen in either the undead battle or chaos or speedrunning. So it's not that hard to do everything you need for a tech Skylander to do, and then just speedrun. Because I have a lot of deaths just to speedrunning levels. Certain enemies in this game can stack attacks, and since there's no like invulnerability after you take damage, it can mean that there are certain scenarios where you can go from full health to instantly dead. That happened to Sunburn doing my first attempt of the other Nuzlocke. In the fire area, the enemies that spit out the magma balls, 3 of them did the attack at the same time, and I went from full health to instantly dead. Granted, that was because I was trying to rush the level speedrun stars, so I can just save the speedrun stars for last, since realistically you're not going to be able to do it on your first run anyway. And then by the end of the run, it doesn't really matter who dies. Granted, you still don't want them to die. Double Trouble is really good. I actually just picked up some Skylanders because they're really cheap in certain places. I picked up Bash. Bash deals a lot of damage, like what even? Also Double Trouble does too, but Double Trouble's brain dead easy to play. You just do this, and then you just strafe. And this is the entire game plan, and then everything dies in front of you. Now this is what I call skilled gameplay. I mean, technically, I haven't used a Rupture yet, so I could still switch out my Fire Skylander for a different one. I don't know, who do you think is cool? A Rupture, Flame Slinger, or Ignitor? Who should I use? 24? That's pretty good. I'm missing only a few. I'm missing Boomer, Prism Break. Boomer, Prism Break. I'm missing a water. The water type I'm missing is Slam Bam. And then I'm missing Hex. I was going to pick up a Hex too. Ignitor? Alright, yeah, I'll switch out. I'll switch out Raptor for Ignitor, why not? I haven't used either of them yet this run. We can still do that.
The
Check out the docks.
Yeah, I was gonna pick up a Hex, but the way that most stores store their Skylanders in like big bins means that the 4 Hex just gets destroyed. I've seen like 5 Hexes with no arms so far. It's just so sad. I'm gonna speed on this. I've done enough of these puzzles throughout the year. Oh right, I should probably go upgrade stuff. Upgrades are useful. Yeah. So most stores, I'm glad that the characters I actually really like are all in Spyro's Adventures, because that's like the first game I got. It was my first Skylanders game, and so I'm kind of nostalgic for it. And so the figures are like extremely cheap.
And I will turn them into upgrades for playing.
At some point, I want to collect all of the Series 1 versions of Skylanders. Like all of the green bases, and then maybe the legendaries too, I don't really know. Like Dark Spyro, the 4 legendaries, the sidekicks, the expansion packs, that kind of thing. But, I don't know. I might not. I kind of have most of them, because a lot of the ones I have are like Series 2 or Series 3, you know? Which doesn't really matter for the first game. Like this lightning rod that I'm using is a Series 2 lightning rod. It's also interesting how certain stores always have like duplicates of the same Skylander. Like obviously you'd expect a lot of stores that have Skylander stock to have like Gill, Grunt, Trigger Happy, Spyro, Tree Rex, Jetvac. Of course you'd expect those. But what you wouldn't expect is like you go to a store and you see one Stump Smash, and then they have like 30 Stump Smashes for some reason. I just don't get it. Oh, I also need a Voodoo. That's true. I'll probably find one.
Redirect the energy beam.
Yeah, I don't. And Lightning Rod. I feel like Lightning Rod should be able to swim. Okay, yeah, he can. That makes sense. Yeah, dude, I'm not sure why. Whenever there's like for some reason, any place that has Skylanders has a ton of duplicates, and I don't understand why, because like, the way they obtain them is from people, like these are retro game stores, so the way they obtain them is either Skylander locks online for like dirt cheap, or people selling their collections. And most people don't have a ton of duplicates. So one store I went to had like 9 Chop Chops in a small bin, and it outnumbered the amount of like Tree Rexes they had, and I was just so confused. Like, I don't know how they get their stock, but it's interesting. There was a Voodoo that I probably should have picked up because I don't have Voodoo. Instead, I grabbed some Skylanders I don't have from Giants. I picked up who did I pick? I picked up Shroom Boom and Pop Fizz. That's who it was. It's also funny because some places have warranties for Skylanders, which I get because some of them are starting to die, and they haven't necessarily been handled with care. But on the other hand, it's funny when places sell Skylanders for like $5, and then it's 3 without the warranty. Like, I'm paying half the price of my Skylander just for a warranty that I probably won't need. And even if I'm out $3, I could just buy a new one. It really isn't a big deal. I need to... we'll go with my phone. I was able to find a Wham shell though, and that was something I was not expecting, which was really nice. Because he's like one of the only expensive figures for Spyro's Adventure. It was at a retro game store somewhere in Houston while I was on a trip to the Baby Metal. There was a Baby Metal concert, and so I went on a trip there, which was really cool.
Skylanders of the Tech.
But we went to a retro game store afterward, and they had Skylanders, and they had Wham shell for pretty cheap. But they had some other stuff for very overpriced, like the Clowncopter from Superchargers. It goes for like $7 online, and this one was charging 15. Crazy. So not worth it. We'll probably play Superchargers one day. People seem to like it a lot, so... Yeah, I don't know what it is with Stump Smash though, like he's everywhere. But then some places, they have these, I find the smaller bins, oddly enough, have more rare Skylanders. Like, I mean, this isn't a huge selection, but this isn't a huge sample size, so take it with a grain of salt. But like, most of the ones I found were a place that had like small metal tins of Skylanders that they barely even knew what to do with. Yeah, fair. I'm hoping that I could... I always hope that I could find one of the Trap Team characters, even though I know that it's a pipe dream, to find like a Spotlight or one of the darker light traps or like chaos traps in one of those bins. Realistically, I do know it won't happen. Oh hey, it's time for Ignitor. But I mean, it's always worth checking, because you never know when you'll see something dirt cheap. I mean, the hope is to find... Yeah. I also just, with the secondary market, I don't think it's worth spending, what, like $50 each on the dark and light trap. If I do get the trap team, and I don't find any, like, cheap traps, I might just order, like, some NFC cards, probably. The real dream is finding Robo, but realistically, I don't think there's a reason Robo's $700. Like, he's not easy to find either. But also, I don't ever plan on playing Imaginators, because Imaginators is lame. Alright, it's time to go through everyone's favorite gate, especially to 100%. Okay, there's no enemies here. Then we go around and around again. I think I go left here. And then that should take me to here. And then you go left again. And then that takes you to the switch, which has one enemy. And then I believe 3 platforms have enemies. So I should be good, and then I take this left pipe, and that brings me back here, and now I take this money, take the right pipe, and that brings me back to the starting platform, and then I go to the middle, and I grab the legendary tractor. Cool. Yeah, I'm doing a Nuzlocke, but like, Spyro's Adventure is so easy that for the first half of the game, basically, you're not going to die. Unless it's like some freak thing in the late game. Which is possible, because certain enemies can stack attacks, and it can be annoying. But realistically, if you take your time, you shouldn't be done with Spyro. At least not until the Chaos Site and the Undead. Those are really the only 2 points of Spyro's Adventure that I would consider actually difficult. Because sometimes Like, the final phase of Chaos has some interactions that you just cannot dodge them. Ghost Roaster carried me through that fight without the plasma flame so last run. Oh damn, he hurts. They do not. I can't do that because I do actually have to kill this guy. There we go. I don't think I've ever actually gotten hit by him before, because I didn't even know he hit that hard. Oh. Got this. And then we get to do a very unfun activity for the 100%. Kill you. For this year. Kill the first wave. For the chest. Grab some money. Oh, hey, Drill Sergeant definitely have some upgrades for now. Yeah, I think it's just kind of poor design that to get the enemy goal for this map, we have to sit here and kill 3 waves of grenades. Like, realistically, who would think to just wait for 3 waves of grenadiers to come through and kill all of them? Like, it's kind of obnoxious. Yeah, yeet. Yeah, but I do almost have all 32, and that's pretty cool, I think. Some of these characters I've never used before. I've had Ignitor, but Stump Smash, Lightning Rod, Bash, and Wham Shell are all new characters I haven't used before, really. Also, I'm not going to do the stupid puzzle gate for 100 coins. It's so not worth. I'd rather just farm Chaos Looping, honestly. Alright. Dozer upgrade, drill upgrade. Go back down. So that was Oil Spill Island. Next is the pirate area? Oh right, I need to oil the phone. I'm completely failing. Yeah, Ignitor's pretty cool. I've just never really used him, I guess. As a kid, I always asked for Skylanders, but I think it's really funny because I basically exclusively just played Stealth Elf because I liked Stealth Elf. I have a series too. The pose is pretty cool. I haven't. If you're talking about the WoW Pal, I actually haven't played him much in Giants, so I don't know what his WoW Pal is.
Well, I hope it's ready to leave for the dark.
Yeah, Stealth Elf is super fun. She's one of those weird characters because I don't know why. Here, I'll show you. So if we pull out Sub Smash, yeah. So a lot of melee characters have like their combo moves, but something weird Skylanders does is like if we look at Stump Smashes, right? It tells you that you can do a combo, right? A, hold. But then, if we look at a character like Wham Shell, he also has a combo, but it doesn't tell you about it, and I just never understood this. So like, I didn't even know Stealth Elf had a combo. So like, it doesn't say there's a combo here. But if I go swing, swing, big swing, it still does a combo. And I just think it's weird that there are characters that like have combo moves the game doesn't tell you about. Not that Stealth Elf's combo move is particularly good, granted. it's not bad, but honestly, that's kind of the weird thing about combos. Another weird thing about combos in Spyro's Adventure is that a lot of them are just bad. Like, you don't realize it, but Stealth Elf's like combo that they hide from you for some reason, you don't need to use it because just spamming basic attack deals more damage and is safer. And it's really dumb, and I don't understand why. Also, God Bash is hard. So what, 2 slings? 1, 2? Yep. Dummy path? Yeah, the dummy path is actually really good in Spyro's Adventure. I'm a bit less keen on it in later games. In Spyro's Adventure, I really like how you can just shred chaos. And it's pretty good in Giants too, because in Giants you're fighting in pretty close quarters. But in the later games like Trap Team and Swap Force, the maps, it is just too much area to fight in for them, I feel. Especially some of the Trap Team maps where you get like the triple Scarecrow down and it takes up like nothing. It's just rough. I was always more of a fan of her melee path. I mean, granted, most characters do poorly in the later games from Spyro's Adventure, so saying Stealth Elf does poorly isn't exactly saying much, but yeah. Because that's just kind of a common trend. I do kind of want every Stealth Elf, which I'm almost at. Because I have Series 1, Series 2, and then the Series 3 Stealth Elf. And then I got her from Superchargers because she's part of the starter pack. And so I have Whisper Elf, but I think all I'm missing is an Eon's Elite, right? I think there's an Eon's Elite version of Stealth Elf. I could be wrong though. Oh, and I need her helicopter, of course, if I'm going to want to play with Stealth Elf only. Which is kind of a goofy thing to think about. Okay, so she does have an Eon's. Okay, yeah, well then I need that one too.
You need a magic.
Yeah, I'm coming up. Grunt also just has so many alternate characters. I don't know who at Toys for Bob loved Gill Grunt, but they really liked Gill Grunt. There's nothing in the world. Yeah, I feel like everyone has Gill Grunt. Because every single game had an alternate version of Gill Grunt. And that's just kind of goofy. Meanwhile, you get Sunburn, my boy. Never got another one. Tragic. Realistically, Sunburn should have gotten a Neon's Elite. Oh, hang Alright, well, I'm going to have to pause the stream for a minute, because my grandmother on dialysis needs a ride. So, and I do not think Skylanders is more important than that. So, I'll be back in like 30-ish minutes. This is how you know I'm a professional streamer. Let me just add text, I guess. This is real professional. Yeah, there we go. We just move that back there. There we go. Keeping it classy. All right, I'll return. Mic check, mic check. All right, and we are back. I can figure out how I opened chat last time. I figured it out. Alrighty then.
Instruments are stronger in this zone.
There we go. From watertight, switch back to Wham shell. There we go. Wham shell's too thick to dodge that, unfortunately. Oh. Over here to this guy. Oh, I can. I can boost myself in the water. Like that? Okay. Okay. It's goofy, I like it.
Skylanders of the Earth element are stronger.
Sure, we can pull out Ash. Oh, Ash does so much damage. Going. Back to the left. Ow. Does fall.
Skylanders of the magic element.
Yeah, sure, we'll allow magic. Oh, double.
gate. Two things. One, the pirates
I can do it this time.
on that tower.
Skylanders of the water element are
Back to Wham shell it is.
They're in this zone.
What's this? Ow. 3 whole damage. If that hits me another 100. That hits me another 106 times. Yep. Better watch out. Present obtained. Let's go. Alright, time to upgrade Wham shell. Hello!
The twin spouts of Osha Major Minor, forged from the scales of the Leviathan.
I am back, it is I.
Now that the twins...
Things to note. Things I need to make. A graphic for "We'll Be Right Back" would probably be useful. Other thing that's probably useful, having a Nuzlocke banner to show a character I have alive. Charge Starfish, yeah, we'll take damage. Alright, back to Girlfin. That's the one way, that's the Pirate Sea stuff.
I hate this part.
This level is fine. This level kind of like marks the end of annoying 3-star levels if you don't know what you're doing. Because this map has a bunch of hidden locations and stuff. Not hidden locations, but areas with enemies that are hidden. Plus the Surgeon's in a dumb spot.
Skylanders of the water are stronger in this zone.
Now how am I... So usually, I'm pretty sure I get to kill those guys via level up. Which means that if I level up here, I can't get that. There was an exploit I figured... Oh hey, he's... might have to switch to someone else. Bash can probably do that. This is, honestly, this water gate is just kind of poorly designed and painful, in my opinion. Yeah, I'll try an exploit, and if that doesn't work, we'll just switch to it. Because if I do this, then I do this. Usually this knocks back enemies nearby, and you can push them off that way, but it's not enough. So I'll just switch to Lightning Rock. Because I realized I don't really have that many lawnmowers. Because I used to use trigger happy boost. If I do this... There we go. I'm gonna do this. Go on. Beyond them, we can switch back to Lamb Shield now. We're gonna get this guy with Lamb Shield. Because if I just do projectiles, I can't really see. Let's push him to a better spot. For the straight way. Okay, I can see. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. We're just gonna switch to back for him. His dash does not roll. Almost. Got him. Nice. This water gate is really annoying depending on what Skylanders you have. But I mean, I guess the default is Gill Grunt, and Gill Grunt handles it fine, so... Because Gill Grunt has ranged projectiles. And now we get introduced to the enemy that we just killed. A Skylanders, a Spyros Adventures Classic. Yeah, that bonus waste damage is nice. So to kill this guy, you can just do this. This is what I was trying to do in the Water Gate. See how that pushes him back, and then you can just do that a second time. And then now you can kill him.
Skylanders of the light element are strong.
Sure, let's call it Stump Smash.
Here comes the smash.
Stump Smash is another Skylander that puts it really hard. He's no bash, but his combo finisher deals like 60. And I'm bad again. There we go, yeah, 60. Which is pretty hefty damage. Yeah, I shouldn't have that one. Not the speed run. Oh no, the community. I think the element changes here. Can I kill him? Do I get here fast enough? I don't believe it. Do I have to go? I do have to go around. It's not a big deal.
A note.
Pro gameplay, I know.
Skylanders of the world are stronger in this
I think it's kind of funny how which Skylanders speak actual words and which don't. It's basically completely random. Like Wham doesn't speak, he just makes grunting noises. Double Trouble's just like and then you get like all the dragons have speech. There are just so many small spots you have to look out for enemies at on this map, and it's a little annoying, but it's overall fine. This guy again. Can I get the Habanero? Oh, nice. And let's do this up first. Cool. Push him off. With intended game mechanics, definitely. You were able to kill that Habanero fast with this one. Intended gameplay mechanics go. That one just killed me. And then let's go get eaten by this guy. Cool. Legendary treasure. Wham shells are picking up money, jeez. And this throws me over here. I have to do this. Sneak back behind here, or you have another hidden chest. And I believe this is the last chest of the map, because there's only the one. This is the last chest. Woo, third section, yay, woo, yay. Yes, just like every other turret section of this thing. If you just ignore all of the intended gameplay mechanics and kill them, you win. I don't know what else to say about it.
Look at that.
I would not like to look at that actually, Terrafin, thank you. If I could gain control of my camera again. Sorry, you're not supposed to be. It's awfully rude. Yeah. Step on this, get the statue, and grab the eternal water source. Oh no, I was eaten. Who could have ever foreseen this?
Well. Look what we have here. A stupid Skylander and Eon's
Good old chaos. I mean, in that case, I might as well just stab him. Like in dodge this. Do you ever wonder why some Skylanders get chosen to be Shadowlanders and some don't? Because, like, you fight Zap, Gill, Grunt, and Slam Bam, but, like, why is Wham shown in school? It's always just kind of been an odd thought. It's the same with all of the Shadowlander types. Like, the Undead fight has Ghost Roaster, Hex, Chop Chop, so they leave out Cynder. The Fire fight has Hot Shot, Eruptor, Ignitor, so it leaves out, it has Flame Slinger, Eruptor, and Sunburn, so it leaves out Ignitor. The Life one has Stump Smash, who doesn't even use melee attack for some reason. Zook, Stealth Elf, which leaves out Hammer. Just odd. I forget that Gill Grunt actually hurts. It's kind of funny that Gill Grunt makes the noise for his water jet, like the fire hose he does, but doesn't actually use it. He needs a shadow. Whatever. This fight's pretty easy. It would be a lot harder if the sharks didn't literally clean. Whatever. It's a kid's game, right? It's not meant to be ball-bustingly difficult. And it's not Giants on Nightmare difficulty, which is just outright unfair. And the slow-mo makes it a lot easier to manage. Yay. With the slam bam, I just have to wait for the ice build. Okay. Me when the melee Skylander hurts. I have to not let him kill me, but 2, 3. That was kind of close, but also not really. Hey, it's the gang. That would be the easiest to kill. Gill Grunt next, probably. I can just ignore some of them for last. The triple fights seem like they'd be harder, but they really aren't because you can just check them and they heal you. I can just. Okay, well that's bad. It's fine. Like I said, you can just stat check them. And then you win. Give me the eternal water source. Chaos, you're a poopy butthead. Investigate the beach. Oh, hey.
Investigate the beach.
This one now. You can do this with councils. Magic, trouble. Fire is Igniter.
Along with my fire.
Heck is a drill sergeant. And then water is, of course, our good pal Wham Shell. That's the one. I don't know movement ability. I wonder if that's what Wham Shell's 30. I guess I'll find out in fact. Starfish does more damage, hold to charge up Starfish, sure. What's my third attack? Starfish does more damage. An electrified field that damages enemies? Okay. Carapace plating. Okay, so the Wham Shell Sultan just gives them more armor. Yeah, let's listen to this. So I can charge. Oh. Interesting. I'm not sure that's particularly good, but it is a move I have. Starfish is more damage. And then I get to pick a path. Mace or Starfish? What do y'all think? Should Wham Shell... I'll let y'all choose. Should Wham Shell go with top or bottom path? Top path is Captain Crustacean for Mace attacks. Bottom path is Commander Crab for Starfish. We'll put a pin in it for now.
Investigate the beach.
While we upgrade Stump Smash. Petra Pummel. Yeah, we'll upgrade some. I must investigate the PKA. There's. I have to do clams, I think, is what I have to do now. Come through here, you get the sapphire. I could oil you, but I just don't feel like it right now. Ball.
Good morning.
Plan. Get over here. You're faster than me. Wait, they're faster than... Okay. They're faster than Stump Smash. Oh, wait. Okay.
As promised.
Yeah, and then I think we can do Crystal Eye Castle before I head out. I might do Earth Source too. Excuse me. Sorry, you know what actually headphone users use it.
Oh, yeah! Skylanders of the Earth are stronger than the sun.
Boom. Yeah, we can switch to Earth. We can pull out Bash. We love Bash. Even if their figure doesn't look that great. It'll be in terms of Skylander figures, Bash looks kind of good.
Skylanders of the air element.
Lightning Rod, go! Legendary treasure, woo, let's go! I can get an upgrade off of that. And I'm just gonna... Cool. Lightning Rod's awesome.
A note?
I always felt like this part of the level was kind of lazy. Like they just kind of tucked the soul gem right by both the elemental gates, and they put both the elemental gates side by side. Like, come on, guys, what can you do? This is the puzzle. Yeah, this is the puzzle. So if I remember right, we do this, this, and we just this. That one is the locked one. So we go here. This pops up. Do that. Hit it again. We come this way. And then chest. Cool. Right, so we can't hit the middle one, because the middle one's good. But we can hit these. Okay, but we have to hit the middle one. Nope, that's right. But this is almost certain. Now, how the hell do we get back where we started? Well, by taking the exact opposite sequence of events that started. That would do it, yes. And I think I just need to do this, do this. Well, this feels right. There we go. I knew I was doing something right.
Skylanders of the air element are stronger in this zone. You need an
undead. Our undead Skylanders, Cynder.
Undead Skylander to unlock this. Skylanders of the undead element are stronger in this zone.
Wow. I'm out, I made it. That would have been a really lame end to the run. Cool, present.
Skylanders of the air element are stronger in this zone.
Go Cynder? You know what? Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Cynder going crazy.
Skylanders of the tech element.
Heck, yeah, we can switch this. Got real close there for a second. I was worried. Gaming Garage, that is cool, but I kinda wish you had some way to kill chompies that didn't suck. Like, lore-wise, or... I got the legendary treasure, if that's what you're asking. There we go.
Skylanders of the tech element are stronger.
Yeah, we'll go back. Oh, that's cool. If I'm far enough away, the homing curves up. I didn't know that. Pretty cool. Pretty niche application, though. Considering most of the time enemies are on high ground, they also are like behind the railing. Whatever. Yeah, no, a lot of people actually hate Drill Sergeant. Like, if you ever see tier lists, people usually place him somewhere near the bottom. Not a lot of people like to play as him. It's because his primary doesn't really deal that much damage. And the homing's cool, but it's not like that useful, considering every other projectile character basically also has homing. Because he's like a ranged character, but he isn't at the same time. Because you fire your rockets and you can't do anything. No, let's use lightning rod. His drills are weird because it's a close range option. Zombies? I don't think these aren't technically zombies. They're called something. They're basically zombies. I'll take that. Oh, he's on the ground. I think he's not getting hurt. about him. Alright, but we can't actually leave this level yet because there's a bunch of enemies heading up in these barrels. Which is a mechanic, for sure. Cool. Okay, now that's the only goal. Yeah, but like Drill Sergeant, he's just kind of weird to play. And then even if you're playing him well, he's not like particularly good. Especially compared to like other hit and run other characters with similar playstyles. Like Spyro is basically has a very similar playstyle to Drill Sergeant. Or you like spam projectiles from range and then if you either get away or get up close. Alright, yeah. We will run this last level. And then I'll call it there.
Skylanders of the life element are stronger.
Actually, yeah, Spyro is fun. Spyro can still do other things. Cause like he's got his fireballs which have a decent range after you. And sure, Drill Sergeants have homing, but Drill Sergeants deal a lot less damage, and you can't really spam them. There we go. Drill Sergeant's dash, I mean, the dash is basically the same for both of them. And I definitely think that Drill Sergeant's laser is better than Flight, but Spyro just plays is the easiest way to describe it. Like, I don't even think Drill Sergeant's bad, he just plays kind of awkward. I think I need someone faster for this. Yeah. I'm about to obliterate so many things with Stump Smash. Yeah, Spyro's fun. I used Spyro the last run. He came in clutch quite a few times. I prefer the fireball path. I just find it more fun, personally. Although I only have Series 1 Spyro, so maybe if I had some like WoW pals, maybe if I had like Mega Ram, the Series 3 WoW pal, I'd have a different opinion about it. Man, Stump Smash is slow.
Skylanders of the water.
Yeah, Sheet Burner is definitely my preferred path for Spyro, 100%. Especially in Spyro's Adventure. The Flame Shield is one of those things that doesn't seem useful at first, but being able to just clear out like low health enemies that are around you for basically free is super useful. And the explosion damage is really nice, even though I'm not a big fan of triple shots in general. Like, most of the time, I feel like Gill, Grunt, a lot of projectile characters have that one upgrade that makes them fire 3 projectiles instead of once, like that triple shot spread pattern. And that's the only upgrade I feel like a lot of characters have that's just kind of whatever. Because, like, they can only take damage from one of the hits, which is kind of weird. in my opinion. Like, if I hit the enemies with all 3 fireballs, they should take damage from all 3 fireballs. And then a lot of the time, they don't, like, do much, because the tertiary projectiles deal less damage, so even if they hit, not much happens. Trap Team? Yeah. You mean Spyro in Trap Team, or like the game? Because Trap Team is really fun. It's probably my second favorite. First one being Giants, probably just for nostalgia, because I've been replaying Giants and it has some issues. Yeah, Trap Team, realistically, I do think Trap Team is just the best game of this year. Like, mechanically, it plays really well. I have an issue with, like, the Trap Master gimmick. But aside from the gimmick, the Trap Master gimmick, it plays really well compared to, like, Swap Force feels kind of jank at times. Spyro's Adventures and Giant has some wonky hitboxes. I just don't feel like Trap Team has much of that in its game. And the boss fights are so good. The boss fights in Trap Team, I just love them so much. I also really enjoy Light and Dark as, like, new elements. I think that was a really cool addition, even if later games didn't really capitalize it. I'm pretty sure Trap Team being #1 is, like, a pretty common opinion, isn't it? Giants, I'd like to say Giants, but I've replayed Giants, and it's definitely a nostalgia thing. Like, I can't. Giants isn't a bad game, but it's certainly... Wow, that helped. Wait. Giants certainly isn't a bad game, but when compared to, like, how fluid Trap Team plays, it definitely just feels like Spyro's Adventure 2, which is what it is, but it doesn't have its own unique identity for the most part. That was a lot. I'm also pretty neutral on Swap Force, too. By the way, I hate this Soulgem location, it's just so dumb. This debris hidden over here is a Soulgem. If there's a game I think that I really don't like, it's a pretty popular opinion, to be fair. Yeah, Swap Force, I used to hate it because I played it on the Wii, and the issue with the Wii version of Swap Force, because there weren't enough buttons, they basically had to completely remap the control scheme, which I hated when I first picked up Swap Force. Because it is sucky. Swap Force, the gimmick's also kind of meh. Like, okay, so Giants... Gimmicks overall are kind of meh. Spyro's Adventure doesn't really have gimmicks. Giants were a fine gimmick, but honestly, I don't even like most of the Giants, because I don't like characters that are super slow. Even if in Giants they do play, like, they do serve the hard-hitting people. Swappers are just kind of whatever, though. Like, you can switch them, but I think most of the swaps just kind of look ugly. I just don't see the point, and a lot of the upgrade paths in Swap Force, it's obvious that they were struggling to make each path feel different. Because, like, even some normal Skylanders have the issue where their paths kind of suck. Like, Spyro doesn't really have that option, that issue, but a lot of characters that spam, like, one move, like, let's say, who's a character that spams one move, that has a path that kind of sucks? I'd say Sonic Boom's. Sonic Boom's a good example. where her shout path is really good and deals a ton of damage, but her like Griffin babies don't really do much even if you upgrade them. I kind of feel like that's just really common for the swappers, where there's one path that's good and the other path is just like, why would you pick it? Does this work? Trap Team, I don't really like Trap Masters, personally, but I do really enjoy just the gameplay. I think the traps are cool. I think they should have went with the original design, though. Chaos definitely should have been just a dark character. No, I'm saying for Sonic Boom, the shout path is just strictly better. Because the Griffin babies just die really easily, and then they don't do much. Whereas the shout path just deals a ton of damage, and you can run through areas just clearing rooms. Oh, I can't. And I just feel like it's similar, like a lot of bottom characters, I feel like. A lot of bottom paths, not bottom paths, but like bottom half of the thing. Trap Masters are fine. What ruins Trap Masters for me is I hate how in Trap Team you have to have Trap Masters for the portals, instead of just using the Skylanders I already have. Although I do like the designs. The designs for Trap Team, a lot of the character designs definitely peaked in Trap Team. Because as much as I love Spyro's Adventure figures, looking at the figures, you have to admit, a lot of them are kind of basic. Like, they're posed very similarly a lot of the time. And the designs aren't really that extreme. Whereas you look at even any repos for most of the characters, the reposes usually look a lot better. Especially Spyro, like, gosh, Series 1 Spyro is hideous. That, they could have done better. For Trap Team, I think Nightlight is my favorite, just because... I think Light and Dark, Nightlight and who have Nightmare are probably my favorite ones, just because the figures themselves, not even the gameplay, because I don't think I actually used Nightlight or Nightmare that much in Trap Team, but their designs, like the figures themselves, have such cool poses, and they're so pretty. With like the dark base that's like an oil slick, the light base with its like sunburn pattern with glitter wings that Nightlight has. I just love them so much.
You need a light.
Yeah, Series 1 Spyro does not have a great model. The models definitely get better in later games. I think Mega Ram looks pretty cool. I don't actually know what Series 2 Spyro looks like.
Skylanders of the life elements are stronger in this zone.
But yeah, most of the reposes, I think, like, any Spyro's Adventure repose is usually just better than the original. Even if I like the originals for nostalgia purposes, the poses are not great. What pose do I like really like? Spyro's Adventure. I think I like. I think I'd probably like Stealth Elf or Sunburn would be my vote. For like Spyro's Adventure favorite character. models. Never. I'm also not a big fan of how big the models are for later games, because it kind of like devalues because like Giant's selling point is that the figures are giant, and so like a lot of the Trap Masters are a similar size, and they aren't like the size of 4 Skylanders, which isn't like a massive pet peeve, but it is definitely a minor one. God, I hate this jump. And I hit it. Superchargers is definitely the game I bounced off of the hardest. And, okay. Superchargers is definitely the game I bounced off of the hardest. Just the idea of it's Skylanders but racing instantly made me dislike it. It felt like they were running out of ideas. And considering that Imaginators, a lot of the characters are just villains from the first game, but from Trap Team, but like poorly, doesn't exactly prove me wrong. Yeah, most people don't like Imaginators. If I do like Nuzlockes for other games too, I probably will just end up skipping it. Because like, I don't want to play it. Like, I have an emulator, so I could literally just emulate the entire game, and I still don't want to play it. Imaginators is also just like, you just spend so much money to play Imaginators, it's just such a good piece of it. Even compared to, they just made the bases on the figures worse. Yeah, I don't like the Sensei bases. I'm not a big fan when they change the bases personally. Like, I didn't like it when the Superchargers had special bases, and I'm not a big fan that the Senseis have special bases either. I think Swap Force was fine with how it did it, where it was just the bases. Swap Force and Giant was just the normal elemental bases before. And I kind of like those, but yeah, the Sensei bases definitely are an issue. They look ugly, they're massive. They don't really... They're not even... A lot of them aren't even, like, cool. Like, Imaginators is just super cool. Like, they made all the characters from previous games awful in that game. And then Imaginators are just incredible. And then Senseis and Imaginators are busted. 100% the game, you need every single Sensei to get max level Imaginators. You need Robo. Just, you need, the fact that you need Robo. Just, yeah. And even like Trap Team, which is a pretty expensive game to 100%, still has a lot of content, but Imaginators also has a lot less content than the other games, too. Because it's only like 10 levels, not including the 3 DLC levels you have to buy. Yeah, so in Imaginators, I heard that if it's not specifically an Imaginator, like from the game Imaginators, it's just not a playable character. Like, the damage they deal is pitiful in that game, and and the numbers are so inflated that most original Skylanders get like one shot. It's just not a game you should play. It's also doubly funny because no, we're not going to see Top Terrace, we're calling it. It's also doubly funny because Superchargers, for a lot of people, had like a definitive ending for the franchise, and then they made another one. And so a lot of people just hate Imaginators in general. And it's really funny. Meganite? That is big. I mean, they kind of nerfed Skylanders like in Trap Team, but they're still like playable in Trap Team. They're just not as strong as like the brand new Skylanders that are insanely powerful. As opposed to Imaginators, where you might as well not even play your old Skylanders. I need Terrafin. Grand Lightning lasts longer and does more damage, yes please. That's Lightning Rod's upgrades. And now it's time for Bash. But yeah, thank you for coming to the stream. It was a pleasure. I'll probably do another one soon-ish. No, I will not tell when, but we will see. Deflect objects with Team's Way, hell yeah. But I hope you enjoyed watching me play Skylanders, and a wonderful day.